Hello, I'm Marco. This is gonna be how to play Flake out. Somebody asked for it. We're not gonna have good audio today, so sorry about that. This is just audio straight from the camera, so that's what we got to work with at the moment. Capo 3, and like 90% of this song is just power chords, and when I say power chord, I just mean, like, for example, this is the first chord. That just means like your pointing finger is going to be on a fret, and then your ring finger and your pinky finger are going to be 2 frets up the neck and 2 frets, like, or 2 strings after that first bass note, right? So here's some tab over here to explain what I mean. Yeah, and I apologize in advance. I don't really know technically how you're supposed to tab out things with the capo. If this is technically 0, and this is like the 4th fret, or if this is the 7th fret. But the way that I think of it is that, like, up until maybe like here, this is like the 4th fret to me still, but then this is the 10th fret, and this is the 9th fret. But this is still the 4th fret. So I apologize if that's kind of confusing. I might be kind of swapping back and forth what kind of numbers I'm saying, but you can see what I'm doing. I'm not going to sit here and try to like verbalize how the strumming patterns go. I've always found it easier to just listen to the song. Like, I literally had to just pull it up on Spotify and listen to it myself to remember how to play the song. So whatever you hear strumming pattern wise, you know, you can't be too wrong. There's only 3 sections. And the first one is this riffy thing. I call it the riffy thing. And it starts here on the 4th fret. We're starting like with a power chord off of the A string. So 4th fret of the A string. And then, see, I'm already fucking myself up with the terminology. But the power chord starts here. I'm not really going to announce all the frets that you've got fingers on, because if I say power chord here, you know that these 2 go there relative to where this pointer finger is. So let's call it the 7th fret. We're going to start here, then 10th fret, and then 9th fret, back up to the 10th fret, and then this open A. I think it's technically an A suspended, A sus2, A sussy, but it's basically the same shape, right? You just don't have to actually put your pointer finger down there, because the capo's got you covered. You might see me kind of holding my middle finger down here, and that's just to mute this E string, because, like, you know, maybe I'm just not strumming very precise. I don't want to have to strum that precise. So I might, sometimes when I'm playing power chord stuff like this, I'll just leave a finger here to mute this string, so I don't have to worry about trying to only strum all the rest of the strings and not hit that E string. So right, first starts, we're gonna hit just a regular old open E chord. You know, it looks like this. So the whole like first half of this verse is just going between this E and this A sus2. I think that's what it is. Maybe it's an A sus9. Well, yeah, who knows? If you love me, tell me how, let me dispel any illusion you may have that I am different, and I won't let you down, 'cause I will. Yeah, I will. And then, the second chunk of verse, you'll just leave this chord right here. So it's gonna go from this A sus to this like power chord on the 2nd fret off of the like low E string, and then this open E, and you play the E for like twice as long, like 2 chords worth. Oh, here's another note. So like that thing I said about using your middle finger to mute one of these strings, I kind of do the same thing when I'm going to play this power chord, is I'll leave my middle finger touching the G string, but not actually holding the fret down, but it'll just mute that, and I play the whole rest of the strings. I will flake out, I will break your heart if you let me. I will sabotage everything. It is systematic, oh, I replace my few good habits with to the way that you were just playing like E to A sus and then back when the words first came in, but the chord changes are like twice as fast now, or like twice as frequent. Same chord progression. You're not playing the rhythm quite as choppy, but it's the same chord progression. There's some words, and then it's the end of the song. I made a list of all things I want to fix about myself. It's pretty long. 'Cause most of what people call prayers now are first written as songs. Yeah, and that's the whole song. After a couple more of those, at the end of the words, it's just one more E chord at the very end. Yeah, that's how to play Flake Out. That should have you covered. It really is just those three sections, just that riffy part, the E to A sus, and then that like A, F sharp, E chord progression. Yeah, I appreciate you wanting to learn how to play the song, and I hope you have a good day. Peace.